I think a lot of it to do was with the fact that it's. I'm not saying Lauren is Vince, but Lauren is Vince. He's gotten too
Yeah.
comfortable, and he needs someone to not just replace him, but they need like. I'm not saying Andy Samberg is the person to do it, but if he was there, he would give the people on the show a lot more grace to just do what they want, like he got with Lonely Island in the mid to late 2000s. And he doesn't seem to. He only gives him so much.
Yeah.
And I think if they had someone that was willing to just break boundaries again, I think the show could become still culturally relevant as it once was. Not saying that it isn't anymore, but it's not as culturally relevant.
It's hard. It's a bigger sphere this time. That's the problem. It was when Saturday Night Live started initially, that was where everyone went to, in a sense, where like everyone got their kind of. I say big break the right word to use there? I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
I would say SNL.
Yeah,
like,
I believe she's the John Aykroyd and all this stuff. And
Mike Myers would have been nowhere without Saturday Night Live. You know, you got Chris Farley, who's,
Chris Farley is a good example as well. Yeah,
legend.
Yeah, so again, you have everyone in between as well. It's just a different ecosystem nowadays. Anywhere where it's not the only show in town anymore, and. When you have something like that as well, like it's like you do have to do something different. And unfortunately, I think sometimes Saturday Night Live gets more recognition for the misses as opposed to the hits. If there's a really bad sketch on Saturday Night Live, it kind of does more traction out than a good one. And that's kind of the issue as well. It's like it's kind of fell victim to the outrage kind of algorithm in a sense.
Yeah,
like.
It's also fell victim to the YouTube generation, because then everyone realized, hold on, I can do that. I can go on YouTube and basically do that every day. It costs me nothing.
Well, here's the thing: is like that, but that's also the joy of the digital sphere as well. It's like, and out of all places, you learn that from Vine. It's like, if you got a joke in your head, you can just pick up a phone and say it, and if it works, it works.
Could you imagine how much that would have been worth if it hadn't shut down?
Yeah. But again, there's also a reason why it didn't shut, because it wasn't making any fucking money. Like everyone was clicking onto it, and it was just like a free thing, As I said, like
King Bach actually said that about TikTok. He went and he was like, "You don't have to pay this money because we're the reason why this app is so big," and it was like, "You can't, because if somebody puts an ad in front of your video, you're going to spend half the amount of time watching the ad, or double the time watching the ad, before you get to watch the fucking video. And that's just defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do." So it did suffer from its own success.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I don't as a website, I don't think you'd actually expect it to be that good. But again, it's just like Bebo, right place, right time type of thing, and then it gets superseded then by something that is just substantially worse. But not worse, lower denominator. Like it always evolves into a benign state, as it were. But it's also like, it's always it's a free market like shit as well, in the sense where like, it's always the most banal project that wins, and it also is probably the most insidious of the lot.
Like, was Facebook better than MySpace or Bebo? Probably not. But it was the user interface that made it popular.
Yeah.
It was easier to use. MySpace was a shit show. Bebo was a shit show. But Facebook was just a streamlined, more user-friendly version of a social network. It's like, and that's why
I wouldn't believe that Tom from MySpace would sell me out like Mark Zuckerberg did.
Oh God, no.
Kind of way. It's like it felt like it was a bit more. It was a bit honest, almost too honest for its own good. But again, as you said, like when social media was a complete free market, like. It was whoever the biggest dog won, and the biggest dog necessarily was the nicest one. That was the thing. It was just like who got the most private capital, who got the more like lobbyists on toe, that sort of shit. Like it's grim and depressing, but that's the world we live in now. So incidentally, this is our puzzle of how to outfox a hungry dog.
I love it.
You can kind of see where we're going with this. It's now that you're just trying to find it on the screen. There we go.
I'm hoping Celtic knock Bayern out tonight. That'd be nice.
Well, by the time that this comes out, Dave, you'll know.
I kind of want Bayern Munich to win something.
I don't. Why would you want Harry Kane to win a trophy?
Because I want Harry Kane to win a trophy. He's too good not to go through his whole career without winning a major trophy. I'm sorry, but he's not. He's
fucking West Brit. You're nothing but a West Brit.
No. Sometimes you just gotta no. Sometimes you just gotta sit there and see the talent that's on the screen. Like Maradona didn't win that much in his career, but at least he has something. At least he has the UEFA Cup at Napoli. At least he has a Scudetto.
And the World Cup
and a World Cup. Yeah. Yes, I know, but at least
and cocaine.
And cocaine.
And a lot of cocaine. Right, so he has 3 major trophies to look back on. He's got a league title, he's got a European title, and he's got a World Cup.
Yeah.
That he basically won by himself. Right? So Harry Kane is, I'm not saying he's obviously as good as Maradona. He's not. He's a completely different type of player. But right next to the he's just a player that should win something. Shearer's last trophy was.
It's up to him to win something.
I know, that's. But like, to the way Shearer's last trophies in 90s, did Blackburn win the league?
95 with the Blackburn trophy.
95. Yeah. At least he has something to back up all the other great individual awards that he got. You know what I mean?
But is that not an instance of timing as well? Like Shearer was recruited at the time when Blackburn was the best team in the league because, shockingly enough, Kenny Dalglish was quite good at managing a club in the 1990s. So he knew, big man, small man up front wins, and big stocky, angry midfielders in midfield wins. Goalkeeper who can actually hold the ball wins. You know what I mean? That's not in the player, in a sense. The player has to make good life choices and make sure he goes where he is. I'll use Formula 1 as an example because we're watching it here. Fernando Alonso is one of the best drivers of a generation.
Our generation, yep.
And is cross-generational. The problem is, though, he has made terrible career choices. Always
after Renault, he really did make the wrong decision.
He made the wrong choice, but loads of other drivers have done the same thing. Daniel Ricciardo left Red Bull to go to Renault and went to McLaren.
Downfall of Daniel Ricciardo is, oh my god.
But the thing is, he didn't want to play second fiddle to an actual prodigy that came along. The thing is, I would say, personally, Daniel Ricciardo deserved to win a world title, but he didn't.
Yep, that's up to him.
Just the way it is.
Yep.
And again,
I know that's just the way it is. I know that's just the way it is. It's just that there's some players I think that should at least have something in their trophy cabinet.
Look, he'll win a German Cup this year, or he'll win the Bundesliga this year, right? He'll get his trophy this season, right? He will. He'll win the Bundesliga this season, right? That's almost a given now at this point.
Can we also point out as well, how kind of a bit of an indictment that is on the Bundesliga that the guy who got relegated with Burnley is going to win the league national title.
It's because it's the Pep effect. You're handed a ready-made championship-winning team. All you have to do is stand there and get them to play your system, which has in most cases not done very well already.
Yeah.
Last season, they went without a trophy last season. And he's still fucking there.
But see, that wasn't really his fault last year, was it? Because they were up against a generational fucking team with Leverkusen.
Nope.
Yeah, but once in a generation you'll come across a team
even in Europe, Baron, you'd say they were really bad. Europe is the barometer.
The German Cup competitions as well.
They got knocked out of them early, as far as I remember.
By a fourth division side, I think. Was it a fourth division?
That does happen a lot in Germany, though, doesn't it?
I love that format. That format is my favourite cup format.
It's the best format. It's the best format. Everyone starts from the fucking start and get over it. You get knocked out in the second round. Boo-hoo.
That's what I believe the league cup should be. If you're in the league cup, you start off in round 1.
Yeah,
and go from there. That would actually that would fix your fixture
league cup problem. That would fix your league cup not having enough crowds. It would fix the problem with the league cup.
Yeah. Oh yeah, plot's happening.
Yep. He's caught up. He's caught up with the suits.
Yes.
He's having a shifty one at the side.
He's just shaking a bit. If
you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
Before you have to put a hop, skip, and a jump into it. So what does that mean?
He's theatrically playing with it at this point.
Come on, old man.
That's a Broadway shake.
Yeah.
Look at this pervert.
This is the reporter from earlier on.
Yeah, that's the most 90s thing I've ever seen. Hide in a bush, take a photo, and when it's not O.J. Simpson or fucking Sarah Ferguson, it's this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You shouldn't have laughed at me in those board meetings, Malcolm.
What a psycho.
Gotcha. Hey, look what I found in the bushes.
What is that?
It's a chokehold. Come here and I'll demonstrate.
Those journalists, they're just so full of feist and moxie.
Sounds like a fucking Batman goon. It's the Bat!
Yeah, get him.
Yeah.
Let's get him, fellas.
How about one?
Corley.
Poorly. Yeah.
Ben. I guess Rip Burger couldn't wait for natural causes. Just like him to hit a man when his fly's down.
Rip Burger did this to you?
Yeah,
Sounds like fucking Sylvester Stallone. It looks like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
He wants to take over Corley Motors.
He's a New York accent anyway, that's for sure.
Lay off workers. Start making minivans. You understand me? Minivans.
Oh god, the horror. Functional vehicles.
You gotta hurt him for me, Ben.
Is that Doc Brown?
You'll hurt him bad.
Again, he looks a bit like it, but no.
I want my daughter to take over the company.
You have a daughter?
Yeah, and she's a real mechanical genius, Ben. Rebuilt the first car.
Seem to have gone a bit too far into the future this time.
I used to call it a diaper dynamo. Find my daughter, Ben.
It's just like, Ben, we gotta go back. I'm fucking concussed. I'm bleeding out, Ben. For fuck's sake.
Here comes the CIA agent with the silencer and the dodgy suit.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite Family Guy jokes. Like, it's your kids, Marty. We gotta save your kids.
Oh, yeah.
What's wrong, Doc?
Your daughter marries a black guy.
I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, no, sure. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
It is
I'm a
really
bit uncomfortable.
that's one of the best, to be fair. Like, that is one of the best ones I've done.
Nestor, what's that moving over there by that pile?
I don't know, Rip, but I think
Bolus.
that pile is Bolus.
Yes, now I remember. You're the smart one, aren't you?
There's Mo's shack.
Um,
But I don't see the
I'm
Mo.
surely you picked up on who Nestor is, have you? Now you won't know the voice actor name, Maurice LaMarche, but if I said he's one part of a famous rodent double act.
Looks like someone searched this place in a hurry.
Pinky the Brain?
Left but debris.
He's the brain.
Smashed up camera.
Ah.
Back's open. No film inside.
Nice.
And he's also Kif from Futurama.
Here's Mo's picture of her and her Uncle Pete at his mink ranch.
And Morbo
She said
as well,
she
if
went
you count
there
that.
whenever she needed to get away.
Morbo!
That's pretty much my only.
And various others.
Looks like someone
yeah.
searched this place in a hurry. Nothing
he's also been Vincent Price and Orson Welles in The Simpsons.
Suppose it's a bit of a trouble to get them actually in, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
To do the scenes.
Bolus, incidentally, is voiced by Jack Angel, who is the shark from Toy Story.
Oh.
There you go.
To quote the very famous Richard Attenborough, spared no expense.
No, in fairness, like they got career voice actors to do this shit.
Yeah.
It's great. Like that's what you want. That's how you give a game credibility, is to actually have the best of the best available. So now that we've revealed that Maureen is actually Malcolm's daughter, and therefore the heir to the Corley Motors throne, now we can see it's a corporate espionage game featuring bikers.
Yes. Yeah.
Sucker's
This is where
mine.
Succession got its inspiration.
Sons of capitalism.
Look,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
really need a ride.
Dave, thank you for the title of the video. Oh,
Hey, killer. What? Hey, it's cool.
it is.
The way there's a random guy doing the knife. Ah, that was brilliant.
Yeah, I'm not sure why David Lynch is hosting the news, but I'm all for it. I was like when David Lynch was doing his weather updates during COVID was fucking wonderful. I really loved that. It's also probably the most creepiest thing he's ever done. Like the guy who directs Twin Peaks make you feel a little bit nervous about it being overcast. It's fucking impressive. Like
that's my favourite line of his. Is he says a long-winded fucking answer to something, and he's like, "Will you please elaborate?" No. Okay. I am fucking angry with that, okay?
We've been set up. Roadblocks suck. I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Hey, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
So yes, now we're not only that, we're also being accused of his murder. But it just gets from bad to worse.
Fantastic.
I don't want to get involved.
Look, let me tell you what happened.
Wow, there's actually a screenplay for this game.
Yeah.
Like a film screenplay been written up.
He doesn't look happy.
Like, in fairness, like most kind of games do technically have a screenplay.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
I can do
like it is just like for the actual scenes and cutscenes, like you do still have to voice act it out in a sense. It's still a scene.
You have a lot of time on your hands, not to mention nicks and scratches.
A film adaptation is what I should have said, sorry.
Yeah.
Am I distracting you?
And there was a cancelled sequel? Oh.
Yeah, they do a lot of like, you know, like prospective sequels, like they just never follow through with them.
Show you how to do that.
Not gonna happen.
That's your truck out.
Incidentally, this guy here that's playing Knifey Spoony with his own hands, Steve Bloom again. So again, just to express like this guy's range, he was Brink in the previous game we just watched. So, you know, smug German geologist, and now he's like, get out of here, get on, get.
Why? Because you're afraid of some cops?
No, because I don't like you.
I just killed a guy.
I'm just
so, father, I killed a man.
That's good for the table.
Hey, Quohog.
And he deserved it as well.
I'm gonna be knifing up your table for a while, alright?
The customer with the knife is always right.
Good talking to you. Friendly folks you get in here.
It's not what you'd call an I'm okay, you're okay person.
Shut your hole, Quohog.
He's got a knife. He's got a knife.
Actually, do I have the wrong character in mind here? I think I do, actually.
Ever hear of this place? Uncle Pete's Meat Ranch.
Well, I remember.
Oh, no way. They cut Ben's peyote-induced hallucinogenic trip from the game.
That just ruins my night.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
It was interactive as well.
I just checked, by the way. The guy playing Knifey Spoony, Emmett, is Mark Hamill.
Good talking to you.
Yes, Steve Bloom features later on in the game. Just, I got the somehow just all the characters just look very similar to me, you know?
Yep, they all mesh into one big blob of Midwest biker.
This sucks.
It's understandable.
Yeah, to be fair. I'm not saying all like angry white men look the same to me, but they do. Is that racist? I don't know. Maybe.
To your own kind, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
Again, just to borrow the yeah, remains of self-awareness. I don't know. It's like because normally the biggest issue with like in most of history is white people. Like, there's a reason why it's a category on Black Jeopardy.
Oh, they did the Eddie Murphy doing Tracy Morgan on Black Jeopardy, and that was so funny. That was fucking brilliant.
The fact that like Tracy Morgan beside him is clearly fuming at the impression as well.
Yeah,
playing cool.
To be fair to Will Ferrell as well, he got fucking Eddie Murphy to break, which is a nearly impossible thing to achieve. But he fucking got there. I'll give him that much.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime. They'll be coming this way soon. I gotta get a plan. Fast.
Yeah, something about the police cording off a full part of the game. Yeah, apparently it's a bad thing. So yeah, we need to basically try and get uptown without being seen.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Over here. Over here.
Ah, look, it's our favorite dumpster.
Ben.
This is no place for a journalist. Closing the lids.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor.
Like I know there is such thing as a gutter press, but that's kind of taking the piss, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Like
some thug took my camera.
the thing that the extent that paparazzi will go to get a scoop.
Like the guy to Melon Weed, but I'm not gonna.
Nothing's private these days.
No, I'll tell you, not even my fucking recycling, huh? In case you're wondering, by the way, this is obviously Miranda, and she's played by Cat Music. That is actually her actual name, by the way. You will know her better as Tony to Pony in American Tail.
Oh, don't worry. If Miranda's thug is the same one that trashed Moe's place, that could be Miranda's camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film?
Don't mind me, I'm just making my breakfast in the morning.
Oh,
What are you having there, Aaron?
We got my breakfast in the morning, so my lunch in the morning.
What are you having there, Aaron?
I have a lovely egg salad sandwich.
Pervert.
He says egg salad. He says egg salad like he's an American. It's egg mayonnaise, right?
Oh, I put some onions into it. Technically, it's a salad. It's got a vegetable in it.
Onions are fruit, Aaron.
Onions aren't. Well, then it's an egg fruit salad. Onions aren't a fruit. I gotta double check this because they're just making me guess it.
By the way, that's as most cork as he's been since he's come up to Dublin. Hey,
Yeah,
it's not a fruit.
It's not. It's not. It's a vegetable. You fucking.
Yeah, I know it is, but it's fun to mess with you. So
the fact that you had to Google it was very concerning. Like, you have to go like,
no, because vegetables grow in the ground and fruits grow up. Vegetables grow down. So
it's not. There's different definitions. There's different definitions.
I know. There's it's not completely binary, but you know that's the general. That's the general rule in most cases.
Yeah, it's how the plant like bears its replication or reproduction like seeds as well. So like fruit is technically any like plant where the ovum is what generates the seeds. So that's why like everything like so when you say like it kind of like it's something from a tree or from above, that's the shorthand, but that's not the exact thing because like you can have a fruit, but you can also have a drupe as well. That'd be like so. That's that drupe is an example of like that'd be a coconut or an almond or something like that. You know, again, it's all different. Like, where does the plant like basically reproduce?
Fake federal investigator ID could be of some use at one of those roadblocks. So how about a ride? What if they search the back and find my bike?
It's buried in a pile of concentrated fertilizer powder. Trust me, no one's gonna dig through that.
Why literally?
Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.